Alexandra Eala makes Indian Wells debut versus Yastremska, face of Philippines ready for tennis paradise. Alexandra Eala is ready to make her historic Indian Wells debut facing Diana Yastremska today. The 20-year-old Filipino phenom is seated and inside the top 50 rankings. Can she continue her dominant form against a familiar opponent? The rising star brings rockstar energy to tennis paradise. Alexandra Eala arrived at Indian Wells Tennis Garden not just as a participant, but as a sensation. During her practice session on March 6th, the 20-year-old sensation packed the stands with fans who came specifically to watch her train under sunny, windy desert conditions. Her coach Sandro Veen from the Rafa Nadal Academy put her through an intense 1-hour hitting session after she completed 2 hours in the gym working on strength and agility. Even after the scheduled practice ended, Eala requested additional ball work to sharpen her forehand, demonstrating the championship mentality that has so impressed the tennis world. The energy surrounding Eala has been dubbed the Eala effect by observers at the tournament. What began as a practice session on Court 3 became so crowded that organizers moved her to Stadium Court 8 to accommodate the surge of supporters. Filipino fans traveled from across California just to witness her preparation firsthand, with many holding handmade signs expressing their admiration for her rapid rise. A dominant record against today's opponent, Diana Yastremska, will be a familiar foe for Eala. The two met at Eastbourne in 2025, where the Philippine champion delivered a commanding performance, winning 6-1, 6-2 in straight sets. The Ukrainian player, ranked around number 52 in the WTA rankings, is known for her athleticism and powerful game. During her own preparation on March 6th, Yastremska focused on serve placement and shot direction to adjust to the challenging windy conditions that both competitors must navigate today. Yastremska came into Indian Wells after a 6-3, 6-2 victory over Shuai Zhang in the opening round, demonstrating she is playing solid tennis. However, Eala's recent dominance and upward trajectory make her the favorite heading into their second professional meeting. The face of Philippine tennis dreams. The BNP Paribas Open has officially dubbed Alexandra Eala the face of the Philippines tennis scene. Her impact extends far beyond the court. Young fans have traveled across state lines with homemade posters and dreams of becoming professionals like their idol. The tournament organization has recognized how she is growing the game in the Philippines and building a powerful sense of community around her personality and achievements. As a 20-year-old Filipina, she represents unlimited potential and has become a symbol of athletic excellence for an entire nation watching from thousands of miles away. Her 2025 breakout season included an improbable semifinal run at a major tournament, and her rapid climb in rankings has been nothing short of remarkable. Now, making her WTA 1000 main draw debut at Tennis Paradise with a seated position validates the confidence the tennis world has placed in her abilities. What's on the line in this debut match? For Alexandra Eala, today represents more than just another tennis match. It is her historic Indian Wells main draw debut on a global stage where millions of fans worldwide are watching. The energy, focus, and intensity she displayed during practice, including the additional forehand work after her official session ended, suggests she is treating this opportunity with the respect it deserves. Can a seated phenom with dominant head-to-head experience extend her winning momentum against Diana Yastremska today on Stadium Court 3? The 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time start time, after the Iva Jovic versus Camila Osorio match at 10 a.m., will give the entire tennis community a chance to witness what many are calling the Eala effect in action. Alexandra Eala makes Indian Wells debut versus Diana Yastremska. The face of the Philippines arrives in tennis paradise. Under the endless California sky, where desert winds drift through rows of towering palm trees and the sun glows over packed tennis stadiums, a new chapter in tennis quietly begins. At the iconic grounds of Indian Wells Tennis Garden, one of the sport's brightest young talents steps onto the stage for the first time. For Alexandra Eala, her debut at the prestigious Indian Wells Open is more than just another match. It is a moment that carries the hopes of an entire nation. Across the net stands Ukraine's powerful and unpredictable Diana Yastremska, a seasoned competitor known for her aggressive game and fearless shot-making. But this story is not only about the clash of rackets and scorelines. It is about a rising star from the Philippines stepping into what many players call tennis paradise. A new stage in tennis paradise. Every March, the desert city of Indian Wells transforms into the center of the tennis universe. The WTA Tour and ATP Tour converge at the tournament, often considered the fifth Grand Slam. Legends have carved their names into its history, players like Serena Williams, Roger Federer, and Rafael Nadal. Now, into this arena walks a 19-year-old Filipina whose journey from tropical courts to the Californian desert has inspired millions. For Eala, Indian Wells is not simply a debut. It is the culmination of years of relentless work, quiet belief, and a dream that began thousands of miles away in Manila. The rise of the Philippines tennis prodigy. In the Philippines, tennis has never dominated headlines the way boxing or basketball does. Yet, Alexandra Eala has been slowly rewriting that narrative. Her journey began as a child with a racket nearly as tall as she was. With fierce determination and natural athleticism, she quickly stood out. But the turning point came when she joined the prestigious Rafael Nadal Academy in Manacor, Spain. Training under a system inspired by the legendary Rafael Nadal himself, Eala developed the weapons that define her game today. A heavy left-handed forehand, intelligent court movement, relentless competitiveness. Her rise through the junior ranks soon turned heads across the tennis world. In 2022, she achieved one of the biggest milestones of her young career by winning the girls' singles title at the US Open. The victory made her the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam junior singles championship, instantly transforming her into a national sporting icon. More than a player, a symbol. Back home, Alexandra Eala has become something larger than an athlete. To many fans in the Philippines, she represents possibility. She represents the idea that a player from a country without a long tennis tradition can compete on the sport's biggest stages. Every time she steps on court, millions follow her progress through late-night broadcasts and social media updates. It is why some fans and media have begun calling her the face of Philippine tennis. But with recognition comes pressure, something Eala has learned to carry with remarkable calm. In interviews, she often speaks with humility and gratitude, acknowledging that she is still learning, still growing, and still chasing the dream. A tough first test. Her first opponent in Indian Wells ensures that the debut will not be easy. Diana Yastremska, the Ukrainian star known for her explosive baseline game, brings experience and power. The former WTA title winner has faced many of the sport's top players and is capable of overwhelming opponents with blistering ground strokes. Against a player like Yastremska, Eala